This is your soul guide for more love in February 2025 if you're line 3-5 in human design. In some places you call them the great life experimenter. So, the more you put yourself into this video, the more value you will get out of it, and your participation will be required. I will ask you to pick one out of 3 cards and then remember that card and pay the most attention to that one, because that card is your high leverage card. If you just do that, then you'll have more love. It's like Pareto's principle, 80-20. That card will give you 80% of results for 20% of effort. So, I also recommend that you do a quick meditation before watching further this video, so you're really in tune with your heart and your desires. And if you're still watching, I assume you had your meditation, you're willing to participate and get most out of this. So, for you, there will be 3 cards this month. And this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Now I want you to pick which one is your card. Now that you have picked this card will become your past. Number 3 is your past. Number 1 is your future, and number 2 remains your present. So now, once you see your card, I want you to really pay attention. What's the first thing you notice and what feels most important? Pay attention to those perspectives the most. Again, the more you pay attention here, the faster and more targeted this reading will be for you. So, first one. Now, what's the first thing you see? If the first thing you see is this lion here, then the perspective for you this month to choose what to let go is always be centered in your heart. Always be centered about your strength. Acknowledge your strength. Acknowledge what is strong in you. Because if you're centered in your heart, if you're coming from pure place in your heart, you know there's nothing that can harm you. You're able to face anything and everything coming your way, and by facing it, you're able to release it. Because this card is about what needs to be let go. This is your past. What to let go. And you see the fire here. Fire is burning. So everything put in a fire burns. And for you to remain in harmony this month, you need to remember your focus, your third eye, your center, your heart. So if you, the first thing that you saw in this card is this eye, this circle, third eye, then this is also a reminder of, this is part of the lion, this is a reminder. What do you see? Where is your focus? What's your perspective? Where are you coming from? Where are you centered? And for you to let go of whatever you need to let go, any impurities to get burned, you need to be centered in your strength up here. And remember that you are love, you are happiness, you are peace, you are bliss, you are harmony. And remember your strength. So for you, remember your strength and come from a place of strength. And then everything else is secondary. Let everything else burn. Your impurities, your weaknesses, let them burn. Let them go this month. If, however, what attracted you in this photo was this fire, then you're the fire master this month. You're the one who needs to put the fire. You need to be the one who decides what goes into the fire, what stays safe to fire. You're the one who's putting the fire on. Your responsibility is to light it up, put the wood in there, and make sure it doesn't extinguishes. So you're the one who's in charge of the fire. If you don't put it on, nothing is gonna get extinguished. So make sure you put the fire on, you have your strength in your mind, and then it will be easy to let go. Without fire, you're just gonna sit in the cold. And that's not what you want to do this month. This month you want to make sure the fire is strong, fire is burning, and you need to feed it. Find out impurities and let them go. Feed it with your impurities, your weaknesses. If whatever you see in this card, the first one, or most important one, is this person up here, is it that your perspective is that you're the one riding this lion? Similar as here in the fire, you're the one, you're the observer, you're the one who's watching the show, and you're the one in control of your strength. And whatever seems to be scary or strong or, yeah, basically scary, you have that courage, you have that strength to face it, to embrace it. That's you. Maybe it's a beast. Well, it's safe to embrace this beast from pure place in your heart, because your soul, you're protected. Nothing can damage you here in this life. It's all illusion anyways. So allow yourself to embrace the purities, the strength, the fire, the courage, passion, all these good things. Everything in harmony, it's true. Everything in disharmony, it's not true. And remember, you're sent here to try things out, experiment. It doesn't mean that you have to repeat the same mistake over and over again. It's actually learning from mistakes and then helping other people to profit from them. So if you have lessons you have learned, don't repeat them. Try new ones. Try something else. And let go what no longer serves you. And finally, if you see this kind of winding thing in the background and you kind of trying to figure out what's that thing, kind of draws my attention, well, it's two snakes winding up. It's like a Kundalini fire and lots of symbolism in there. However, what's the more important lesson here is that allow yourself to rise. You're set up to rise this month. You have wings in your back. You're set up to activate by embracing duality within, both masculine and feminine, mind and heart. So you're working with duality this month. And recognize that there's no anger that comes up. If you're an angry person, if you're someone who cannot tame your anger, anger is not bad. Embrace it. Feel it. However, you don't have to act on it. You don't have to act from it. This duality reminds you that everything has poles, everything has opposite. Your anger can be transmuted into harmony, into loving action. If you're angry, then what's the action you're not taking? What's the experiment you're afraid to take on? And once you realize what is the thing you want to try, go and try it. Use the anger to try the thing you actually want to do. Focus on what you want and take action on what you want instead of blaming other people, projecting your power onto others and saying that they don't allow me. Well, anger is here to tell you, well, it doesn't matter. I will do it anyways. I will succeed because that's what I want. And there's nothing wrong with feeling anger. However, if you have learned in the past that anger leads you to unharmonious situations, if you act on it, from it, then don't do it. You learn from the lesson. Take a new challenge. Try something else. And that's the lesson for you this month here for letting go. So let go of what doesn't serve you. If you pick the second card, if you pick this card, which is your present, then notice what's the first thing you see. If the first thing you see is this guy sitting here on a throne, then you're the one in charge this month. And I encourage you to contemplate, what are you sitting on? What's your throne? What do you stand for? What are you holding? Because you're in charge this month. If you want more love in your relationships, or you want to have a relationship in the first place, well, you're the emperor. You have to go out there and do something about it. You're the one in charge. If something has to change, it has to be you. And you're in power, in a perfect position to make things happen for you this month. And this card is also about that masculine power, that strength, that action, boldness. If there's something to do, I'm going to go and do it. I'm going to make it happen. or find someone who will do it for me. You're emperor, you're not alone, you're on top of empire. So it's not always that you're the one who needs to do things, but you're the one who's always in charge of things being done. So make sure you center yourself around this powerful energy that it's done. I have a vision. I know what I want. And I'm in center of my universe. I'm gonna take the world by surprise, and I'm gonna be the one. If, however, you saw this eagle up here, and this eagle's kind of like, okay, this is the thing that draws my attention, then yes, you want to acknowledge that you're the emperor, but you want to make sure that you don't get stuck in this mindset of, oh, I'm in a palace, these are my options. You want to fly higher. You want to make sure you listen to the people who have been to the place you haven't been, who have experimented things, and realize, maybe I want to go there as well. Because you're the experimenter, you want to have experience yourself. So keep out opportunities of higher perspectives. How can I raise my frequency? Could be literally raising your frequency. What are the things I love to do? What are experiments I can take on? What are the opportunities I could explore for? Keep an eye out for advisors, for other people that serve as an inspiration. What are other adventures you could take this month and go and do them? You're the one who wants to take on these opportunities. If the thing that mostly attracts you is this shield on ground here with some symbols, then your center this month is shield yourself from, remember that you are protected. That pure place in your heart always protects you, and that's it. Like, you see the shield is down here on the ground. It's not being used. So this king, this emperor, is protected. He has a shield, and if he needs to use it, he will use it. And usually the best protection is knowing that you are protected, that you have protection if you need it. But you also don't want to be too much in armor. So remember, if you're highly protected, highly armored, then you lose a bit of freedom to move. Like if you have these ancient suits, armor suits. Well, too much armor, it's getting heavy, and restriction. You don't want to be constricted by your shieldings. Just know, as long as you stay in the flow and connected with pure place in your heart, you're protected. And you can always enhance it, take it on board, use the shield. And love is your shield. Love is your shield. Harmony is your shield. Flow is your shield. Use it as often as you can, and you don't have to get constricted by it. And there are other tools you can use to protect yourself. Know that they're available, use them when you need them, and let them go when you're again ready to explore. And if what attracts your attention is this lamb or goat or whatever you want to call this animal, if you're getting attracted by this animal here, which is representing Aries, then know that this is action time. It's time to really own your ego. And by owning your ego, I mean follow your heart, follow your intuition, and make sure your ego serves your intuition, serves your heart. And allow yourself to be an emperor. Allow yourself to be the bold one. Allow yourself to take those steps, take that action, and be confident in your ability to overcome any challenges. Allow your ego to release everything that doesn't serve your new mission of being emperor, of you being in charge in this relationship, or in charge of having a relationship. You're in charge this month. You're the one who needs to create a structure, who needs to take the actions. And have the courage to take the action. And finally, if what attracts you is this sun behind you, then no, you live in a friendly universe. Everything is set up and rigged in your favor. And whenever tough situations arises, whenever you feel like you lost your center, you lost your grounding, know that you're still safe. You have your armor and you have your sunshine, and you're always being guided by a light within. Connect with your heart and intuition, and it will guide you. You live in a friendly universe. You're protected. So that's what to center yourself around this month. Have more love and more happiness. If you pick this card, that's what you center yourself. If you pick this card, then first make sure you remember to notice what's the first thing you see and what's the most important thing. And this card is all about what's coming. Make sure you welcome the new beginnings. Wow, this month you're the wizard. So what's the first thing? If the first thing you see is this man up here, then literally you are the wizard here. You have the power of creation. You're the one who's yielding forces of nature, wielding your willpower and your desires to create what you want. Your world is your playground. Remember, you're here to play. You have elements, you have people, you have circumstances. Everything here is for you to create what you want. And everything's possible. Remember, everything is possible. So invite the possibility and work with possibility. And remember that it's, at the end of the day, it's all about perspective. You could call this chaos, or you could call it creative work. You could call this, you could call any situation as obstacle, or you could call it a challenge. Obstacle makes you stop, challenge makes you stronger. And it's the same situation. Or you could call it opportunity, which actually says that there's something in there for you. So, if, however, in this picture, what attracted your attention was this shawl up here, then for you, what's the most important thing is that make sure you don't tie yourself and don't strangle yourself. And make sure that you keep yourself focused on what you want. Yes, there are shiny things around you, there are many opportunities around there, but you need to really ground yourself, anchor yourself, and know where you're going. Remember what's important for you. Remember that, yes, there are shiny things, many opportunities, but you also need to know what's the most important thing. Where do you send your focus on? And pick only the ones that are in alignment with your bigger vision. You might have way too many opportunities this month to experience what you want. And don't get overwhelmed by it. Protect yourself. Yes, protect yourself. Protect your neck from winds and all these things. Stand out. Make sure you're unique. Take the action. Be bold. And always know, only invest your energy truly in the things that are important for you. If it's not important, it's not for you. Be okay to say no. That or something better. And if you're getting attracted by this mess down here, colors, again, serpents spiraling up, then invite the energy to rise. Invite the energy to rise in your body, because truly, everything is within you. All power is now. All power is within you, and if you're not cultivating high vibration, you might not see the opportunities. You need to be in a high energy state to see the opportunities. You need to know what you want to create what you want. Because if you don't wield the power of creation, if you don't direct in a specific direction, then you basically rely on luck. And then you're not in the power of a wizard. You're not in charge of creation. You want to be in charge of creation by following your heart and intuition. And forming all the opportunities, everything that comes your way, in a nice, neat little package, creating exactly what you want. Creating opportunities as you go, from place of flow. Oh, and finally, if for whatever reason you're getting drawn to this cute little cup here, then truly pay attention to your emotions this month. Really be charging your emotions and let yourself indulge in experiences, but only as long and only as those that are really feel aligned with your heart. And you will know when it's time to stop. It might be aligned for the, like, let's say you feel like indulging in a cake. You see this amazing delicious cake, and you feel like going for this experience. You want to try it. It's a new place, new restaurant, and you bite it. First bite is amazing. Second bite, not so much. Third bite, let it go. No longer amazing, not your cup of tea. So be ready to let go of things as soon as they don't feel aligned. So make sure you have your boundaries set up and you're ready to explore magic this month. In summary, so for this month, let go and let burn everything that's no longer aligned with you, and make sure you have courage. Come from a place of heart and strength to allow your frequency to rise. You need to burn things. Center yourself around you're the creator of this reality. And this card reaffirms this again. You're the creator of this reality. You're the one who's in charge to make things happen. Make sure you take the steps to create the reality you want, the love that you want, the relationship you want. Make sure you're taking care of all the little details behind the background. And keep rising your frequency. Make sure you're open to receive higher perspectives. And finally, be open to possibilities. Yes, you are creator of your reality. If there's something you don't like, burn it, let it go. If you feel uncertain, ground yourself. Find your anchor. Find your strength. And be open to receive the opportunities. You need to be able to. You need to be in high vibration state to see the opportunities. You need to be open to receive, to create the magic. And you're a creator of magic this month, so have it magical.